Jeff is with us in Frederick, Maryland. Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Good. How are you, Dave?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
I had a quick question. We have my girlfriend and I have been in a relationship, and we have enough time in where, as a couple, we're starting to make decisions for us rather than individually. And I was wondering, in your opinion, should we go into your program together? You know, make each of our debts one and cover it that way, or do it individually and support each other in our own different venture?
You should keep them completely separate because the law does.
Okay.
You've got no protections, and it could even start to mess up, and often does start to mess up a relationship when you pay debts off for somebody you're not married to. The person that's getting the debts paid off feels weird, and the person paying them off feels weird, or their family members looking on go, this ain't right, kind of thing. Right. So you get all these other dynamics going on. It's different than when you are married. And so I highly recommend you emotionally support each other and encourage each other, be each other's cheerleader as they go along, but keep your debts separate. Legally speaking, you have a roommate until you're married. And if you had a roommate in college, you wouldn't pay their debts. You'd cheer them on. You'd cheer them on, but you wouldn't pay their debts. And it's not a question of love. It's not a question of romance. It's not even a question of commitment. It's a question of how the law looks at this and who's left holding the bag if this deal breaks up. And that is in the back of everybody's mind, and because there's just no protection. In the event you go through a divorce, it's a whole different thing, God forbid, right? And so, marriage solves a lot of that. So if you're going to act like you're married, you might as well be married as far as I'm concerned. But if you're not going to do that, I would tell you to keep everything separate, completely separate. All your business, you have a roommate. Treat them like a roommate. That's what you're doing.